Epi and hypostasis. Okay, a pair of genes at one locus may prevent to expression of a pair of gene at another locus. This is such genes are called inhibition or epistatic genes. For example, in some vowels, the basic gene C produce color. Color in feathers, but the inhibition gene I prevents the development of color. No color. In other words, the gene I interact with the gene C, gene I in dominant, when it is a dominant, interact with the gene C so as to suppress its expression. The work of gene I in dominant is a suppression of work of gene C. Due to this interaction, Leghorn falls is white when this Leghorn falls has the next genotype, or C capital C small, I capital I small. Okay. The Plymouth Rock is white because it has recessive gene genotype C small and I small. In F2, when we crossing this falls with these genotypes, we get in F2 generation the genotypes having the inhibin gene I along with the basic color producing gene C. And when we have CCII with capital I, we have no color holes. But when we have organisms in F2 generation with genotype with C capital, with gene in dominant and recessive I gene, we have a color vowels, because this gene is in recessive stage and this gene can't work. Okay. In another case, we have we can see the other side of this case. When C is still determined color, but when I gene epistatic gene is in recessive, it working like a epistatic gene. In this case, we have epistatic when this gene is dominant, but in this case, we have epistatic gene when it is in recessive, and in this case, this bird has no color because this epistatic gene working suppressing this gene when it is recessive.